Hello you plonkers and welcome back to another video on the Drewzy channel. I'm joined by Jesse, Big Dog McClure. Today we're talking about the draft. The draft's coming up in a couple of weeks. Very exciting WA talent that I'm looking forward to seeing getting drafted.
Thanks, you're talented too.
Thanks. We're going to go through the 10 biggest draft steals that I could find.
I did that too. I don't ever put like the top 10 or 10 most ever. I just go 10 nondescript draft steals.
I think they're the 10 biggest steals, in my opinion, that I could find through an hour of research. But we're going to go 10 to 1. So 10 is the 10th best steal, and number 1 will be at the end. So make sure you watch all the way to the end. If you like the video, drop a like, drop a sub, drop a comment. Let's have it.
All right, number 10. We're going to start off with one kind of close to my heart. Mickey Walters was taken by Fremantle at pick 53 in 2008. And pick 52 was Jordan Jones to the West Coast Eagles. So we had this like absolute gun waiting to be in Michael Walters from WA, from Swan Districts, under our noses. And we went with a Geelong Falcons sort of future midfield spud. Mickey Walters turned into a great player. I don't actually know how many All-Australians he's won off the top of my head. In fact, I think he's only won one. But he's a sick player, probably my favourite ever Freo player.
Yeah, one of the most electrifying players I've ever seen play for Freo. Best small forward in the comp, in my opinion. He's an absolute magnet when he goes in the middle as well. But yeah, that's the thing with the 50th pick. You can really stink and never see the light of day, or you find an uncut gem. And that's what happened with Walters.
You know he's uncut? How can you verify that?
Now, number 9, it's a bit of a recent one, maybe too early to tell, but he's a 23-year-old who's been All-Australian twice. It's Harris Andrews. Oof. Now, he's already shaping up to be one of Brisbane's all-time best fullbacks. You can't kick the ball near him. He's an absolute magnet when the ball's coming into his back line. Don't come near me, he says, and he's a really exciting fullback to watch. Great distribution, great intercept marks, great fist on him.
Yeah, so I've heard.
So 2014 was his draft class, 61st pick.
That's
was there
hot.
60 players better than him in that draft class?
I seriously doubt it.
I think he would have been the best in that draft class.
Off the top of my head, I think Petrarca's that year. But
I'd
you'd probably
Harris
go
Andrews.
Andrews.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to one to redraft. That's a good video idea.
Yeah.
Mine. Number 8, we got a player kind of similar to Harris Andrews stylistically. Jeremy McGovern, another one that's kind of close to my heart because of obviously his connection to the West Coast Eagles, being an Eagles player. Pick 44 in the rookie draft in 2011. We just drafted this absolute fat-ass Albany kid. Did not look like an athlete. There's been much reported on sort of issues around how, like, I think he rocked up the preseason, was told to sort of go away, come back fitter because he was just in terrible shape. And if you look at his skin folds, he's never looked like an athlete, but he is actually a beast in terms of the way he leaps and intercepts and stuff like that. So he's a premiership player, obviously, 4 times All-Australian, and he's only 28 years old. So he's still got plenty of footy left in him. That is one of the all-time best rookie draft picks.
Obviously, you were at the 2018 grand final. Can you remember him taking the mark? Like, were you watching intently?
No, the mark is sort of lost in my memory. I remember the Liam Ryan mark and then the bomb long to Sheed, but that actual play, that's all blurry for me, to be honest. Yeah.
Rookie draft, and he literally was in that sequence. He started the sequence at one West Coast to flag.
Yeah,
so
true.
that's as good as you get, really.
Best thing to come out of Albany.
Number 7, sticking with WA, because we're very biased, but no. It's Aaron Sandilands, one of the best ruckmen of the modern era. He was another rookie draft pick 33. I think Freo just took him like, fuck, he's tall.
Yeah, you got to.
He's 7 foot, whatever the fuck. He's got shoes made for him. That's how fucked he is. 2-time best and fairest, 4-time All-Australian, 2013 grand final runner-up for us. How embarrassing. When Dockers made the grand final, they were printing shirts saying 2013 grand finalist.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
You couldn't pay me to wear that.
Yeah.
All-time great ruckman, Freo's best ever ruckman.
Yeah, I was going to say, in the convo for your best ever player, like you got Pav and Fife as well, but Sandy's not too far behind.
Sandy's definitely top 5. And for a rookie pick, great shot.
Well, just as we said we were going to get away from the WA talent, we're going to go with another West Australian pick, another boy close to my heart, Matty PRIDDIS. This is an outstanding rookie pick because he won the Brownlow in 2014. He was the 31st pick in that rookie draft as a mature ager as well, and I remember he played some games in the year that we won the flag in 06 but didn't play in the grand final team. He was All-Australian in 2015 and he was West Coast captain in 2014 briefly because we had like Darren Glass retire and then he sort of took over for a little bit. 2013 best and fairest, one of our most decorated players, and again it was only Judd, Cousins and now PRIDDIS who have won Brownlows at the Eagles. The tragic thing about PRIDDIS is he debuted in 06 when we won a flag, didn't play, and then he was forced into retirement in 2017 and we won the flag last year, so he literally bookended both of our flags.
Brett Deledio. The real Broncos will understand that. Number 5, Another Dockers player.
Oh my goodness.
Can you believe it? No, he plays for the Lions now. It's Lachie NEALE.
Yeah, I mean, this is all valid though. Like, he's actually one of the biggest draft steals of all time.
Yeah, 58th pick in 2011. I remember seeing him play his first game in the NAB Cup, and he was playing like little forward pocket up. The cowboy Lachie NEALE. No one calls him the cowboy anymore.
I've never heard that before.
But yeah, 2020 Brownlow, absolute ball magnet, picks apart a contest like Jesse picks apart. What do you pick apart?
Bitches?
Yes. Two-time All-Australian, two-time best and fairest, 58th pick. I mean, for a 58th pick, that's like unheard of.
Yeah, I think Ross Lyon famously said to him as well, if you don't get into shape or like knuckle down, you're going to just go back to whatever club he's from. Let's call it Glenelg. It might not be Glenelg. And you're just going to be
somewhere in South Australia.
Yeah, fat little forward flanker, and he's done the opposite. He's got his head down. He's overcome like his physical shortcomings. He's only like a midget midfielder, and he's an absolute bull.
Yeah, got to the club of his choice as well through hard work, and yeah, left Freo. Thanks a lot for that. But nah, we love Lachie NEALE, and yeah, he comes in at number 5.
Just when you thought we were going to stop talking about WA-based players.
I thought you were going to say we were going to stop talking about Cox. Dean Cox is at number 4.
Cox. No, but Dean Cox is probably one of the biggest names to come out of the rookie draft as well. There's a lot of WA talent, the Eagles in particular have just nailed like 3 rookie picks here. But in 2001, he was the 28th pick in that rookie draft, and he's one of the best ruckmen, certainly of his era, because he sort of revolutionised the game as kind of like a running midfielder with good skills, and that wasn't really a thing before him, and Grundy's kind of taken that to the next level again.
Yeah.
But he was a 4-time All-Australian in 05, 06, 07, 08. I'm lying, it was 6 times because he had 11 and 12 as well. And then, of course, he's a premiership player with the Eagles in 06. And, yeah, again, probably certainly our greatest ruckman.
One of the best all-time AFL ruckman.
Yeah, he's just one of those sort of revolutionary players. And to come out of the rookie draft, that's outstanding.
Coming in at number 3, it's the big Dane, the big Swan. It's Dane Swan. So he was picked up with the 58th pick in 2001. 2010, won a flag. 2011, won a Brownlow. 5-time All-Australian. Again, didn't really have that really athletic look, but his low centre of gravity just made him ride bumps, ride challenges. That famous Anzac Day goal that he kicked just epitomised what he was as a player.
So quick and hard to tackle.
Yeah.
Like, he had that combination of just like, he's like Paul Chapman in a way, that you just run through a tackle. You just didn't want to be the bloke tackling him.
Absolute cult hero that will be remembered in the history of Collingwood.
At number 2, we've got big Jimothy Hurd, back in 1990. So we're going back a fair way. And to be fair with this stuff, the drafts back then were a little different. The people didn't put as much time and effort and analysis into the draft. It wasn't as important as it is now. But still, at pick 79, James Hurd was taken and he became a 2-time premiership player. Once as captain, he won a Brownlow, he won a Norm Smith, he won 5 All-Australians, and he won 5 Best and Fairest, and a very successful coaching career. Yikes.
No, but genuine legend of the game. It's a shame what's happened to him. Played in that stacked Essendon side, one of the best sides of all time, and yeah, premiership captain, 79th pick, all-time great.
Yeah, that is one of the all-time best picks.
Number 1. Who's number 1? The moment you've all been waiting for. Give me a drum roll, please. It's Adam Goodes. It's Adam Goodes. All right, you can
Sorry,
stop.
too much.
Too much. No, it's Adam Goodes. One of the best Indigenous players in the history of the AFL. 2-time Brownlow medal winner, 2-time premiership player, 1999 rising star, and just an all-time great player that, yeah, not only a footballer, he sort of transcended football for the Indigenous community as well.
Quite a unique player is when you think about it. Like, you look at drafts and it's not often you come across like a big athletic player like Adam Goodes who could literally play in every position because he's athletic enough to play in the ruck. He's about 6'3", played as a big midfielder, literally played key position forward and back. Like, maybe Taron Thomas in last year's or the year before's draft comes across that way, but he's just such a rare player and just an absolute specimen. Fantastic. Like, one of the all-time greats that I've seen, to be honest. 2 Brownlows as well. Like, not many people win 2 Brownlows. Like, Fife won 2 Brownlows and talking about him as one of the GOATs, and Goodes is like, I don't know if he's on the same level, but he's like, yeah, it's certainly in that conversation.
Definitely in that conversation. Played in 2 of like the most hectic grand finals, 2005, 2006.
And 12.
And to have that longevity, yeah, like 7 years later. Winning a flag 7 years after your first, like that's some longevity. And he had a big impact in both games.
That whole Sydney team had that longevity. Like, a lot of that team sort of carried through, and maybe not all of them, but like there was a lot of players that played well into their early 30s, and the Sydney was just a fucking good team for so long. Yeah. It was annoying.
But that completes the list. There we go, 10-1, biggest draft steals. If there's any we forgot about, chuck them in the comments.
Another one that comes to mind, another WA one, is Dean Camp. I think he was like pick 116 or something stupid. Again, back when the draft didn't mean as much, but he was a Norm Smith medalist as well. So just in case you wanted more WA nominations.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. Thanks for 3K subs as well. This is my first video since hitting 3K.
Lovely.
Shout out to the Plonker Army. I'm always thinking of yous. Thank you for Jesse for coming on the channel and helping me get to 3K.
Coming on the channel. Nice.
Don't do that. But have a good one, you plonkers. See you later.
See you later.
Thanks for watching, lads. We also did a video on the True Footy channel, 10 stinky AFL draft picks, so make sure you go and check that out. Click here to watch it. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video, you plonkers.